Let's ring in the holidays, shall we, with the magic of improv. Joining me is Unexpected Productions' Improv Group right here. This is Day, Tony, Audrey, and Paul. And thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys have a show coming up here, or it's actually playing right now, called An Improvised Christmas Carol. Before we get to that, tell me a little bit about Unexpected Productions. It's been around for a long time. It's kind of a staple here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're actually coming up on our 40-year anniversary. We've been in Pike Place Market for a whole lot of that time. In fact, the gum wall is our fault. Sorry.
Yeah. Paul, tell us about the gum wall. Why is it the theater's fault?
Well, it's our fault because people used to wait in line right along that whole strip in the alley to see the show. And while they were in line, they actually would put pennies on the wall stuck by gum. And then those coins would end up being pulled off and disappeared. So you ended up with this large gum wall that just went on. And we used to have to spray it down all the time, but now it's been kind of a landmark thing. So it just stays there, and we have to spray it down, what, once a year maybe? And then it like populates right back up again, no problem.
So if you're looking at the gum wall there, if you're going down Post Alley on the left side, the theater is right there. So one of the most popular shows you guys put on is theater sports. Tell us a little bit about theater sports.
Oh, yeah. Theater sports is, so it's a competition amongst our ensemble. And we get a lot of suggestions from the crowd, from the audience. And so we compete doing different scenes. And we have 3 judges. And by the end, we see who wins, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, yeah, it is a lot of fun. It's fast and funny, and it's a great time, and that's every weekend. This weekend and coming up here over up until the 23rd, I believe, you guys are putting on an Improvised Christmas Carol. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Improvised Christmas Carol is so special. So it's the story of a Christmas Carol that we know and love, but the audience gets to really paint and change so much of the story too. So we get a bunch of suggestions at the top of the show, and then we go through the story, and we get to weave those suggestions in given by the audience, and it's a lot of fun.
You guys do such an incredible job, and I know a lot of people come into these improv shows thinking they must have planned out some of that, but how much of this particular show is really actually planned out?
Well, Dickens wrote it, so there's that.
Yeah. We get almost 30 suggestions up front that change almost everything about it. So, you know, that skeleton of that thing is there, but we, going in every scene, have no idea what's going to happen. And we never know what our audience is going to give us. So
now we're coming up here in just a few minutes. We are going to do a little scene from this, and we're going to Adam and Bill and I and Brian. We're going to throw out some suggestions your way, and we're going to do that here coming up a little bit after the break. I'm very excited for that. As far as if anybody wants to get involved here with improv, because you know, it's a very inclusive group. I know that you guys put on classes and stuff. How would people get involved after, you know, coming to a show and thinking, I could probably do that?
We have all sorts of levels of improv classes, starting from very basic, like, God, that looks fun, I just want to play it, and you can do that, all the way to like seasoned performers that really want to hone in on their craft. You can find out all about that at unexpectedproductions.org, and that lists all the different classes that one can take.
I love it. Can't wait. We're going to do a scene coming up here after the break, so you guys are going to definitely want to stick around for that. Improvised Christmas Carol is happening through the 23rd, and it'll be back on, is it tonight?
It is tonight.
Tonight? What time? What time? Tell them.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. All right. More on this coming up in just a bit, and I'll send it back to you guys.
All right.
All right.
Well.